Hey, good morning, everyone. First of all, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Uh, so, right, as most of you know, one of the most basic concepts in trading is to understand the psychology of the candlesticks. Right, we need to understand what the candlestick is telling us. Every candlestick, right, whether it's a 1 minute candle or 5 minutes candle or 1 hour candle or a daily candle, it tells us the story. It tells like what is happening in the market. We need to understand it. Right, indicators will help us 75 to 80%. But if you also understand what the candles are telling, and if you see a buy signal or sell signal, and if candle is also telling you the same story, then you can confidently enter a trade. But if you get a buy signal or sell signal, but candle is not giving you the proper confidence to go long or go short, you can ignore those trades. So that's why it is very important to understand what is a candle, how to interpret a candle, how to understand what is happening with that particular candle is very, very important. So that's what initially we'll discuss the concepts and then we'll look into some real-time examples so that you can apply your theoretical knowledge and understand what is happening. So first of all, right, if any of you are completely new to candlesticks or so this is like market, right? Whether it is stock market or options or futures or cryptocurrencies, whatever it is, the market, trading is nothing but a competition between buyers and sellers. Buyers are optimistic that price will go up, sellers are pessimistic and they think like price will go down. So it is always a competition. For every buyer, there is a seller. So if there is more buying volume, prices will go up. If there is more selling volume, prices will go down. So it is a tug of war between both buyers and sellers. Let us say, right, let us take an example of a 1 hour candle and let us think like the stock is at $100, right? Let us take some stock like PLTR or AMD. For example, on a Monday morning at 9 a.m., let us say the candlestick opened at $100. Initially, sellers tried to bring it down. So from $100, it went to $98. And then again, buyers took the control and then they took it all the way to 105 or 106. And then again, sellers took the control or there was some profit booking. Stock closed at around 102. That means stock opened at 100, went up to 98. From 98, it went all the way to 104, but closed at 102. So the open price was 100. The closing price is 102. The low price is 98. The high price is around 104. So because your open is less than the closing price, we'll see that particular candle in a green color. Right? So whenever you are at 9 o'clock, it opened at $100, right? Or let me quickly just show you with an Excel sheet so that you will understand it better. Uh, so let's take some stock like PLTR. Let us say approximately the PLTR stock is $100. So at 9 a.m. CST, so we are looking at a 1 hour candle. So the candle opened at around $100 at 9 a.m. CST. At around 9:15 a.m. CST, price went to around, let us say, $98. Then at around 9:30 a.m. CST, because there was a lot of buying pressure, stock went up to 104. And candle, because it's a 1 hour candle, at 10 a.m. CST, candle closed at 102. So because this is your open price, this is your closing price, and this is the high of the candle. This is the low of the candle. So whenever your open price is less than the closing price, generally we call that candle as a bullish candle or a green candle. Right? Generally, in some trading platforms, you see it in green. You can set whichever color you want. But whenever the open price is less than the closing price, that is treated as a bullish candle because price went up in that 1 hour candle. In the same way, right? Let us take the same example. But in this example, it opened at $100, went to 98, it went to let us say it went to 95, and then it went to 102, but closing was around $98. So here in this case, the open price is 100, closing price is 98. So whenever your open price is more than the closing price, that means at 9 o'clock it was 100, but 10 o'clock it was 98. So this candle is called as a bearish candle. Generally, it will be represented in a red color in most of the trading platforms. So this is on a high level. It is a 1 hour candle. Same thing, right? Whether it's a 5 minute candle or daily candle or 1 minute candle, whatever is the time frame of the candle, we are basically that is giving the story of what happened within that, right? If you are talking about a 1 hour candle, that means we are it is telling like okay, at what price it opened, at what price it closed, at what price it up to what price it went up to what price it what was the low, right? That one candle is giving us the story of the time frame. So if we talk about a 1 hour, it is the candle is telling the story what happened within that 1 hour. If we are talking about a daily candle, that daily candle will give us the story what was the open in the daily candle, what was the close of the daily candle, what was the high, what was the low. It talks about that entire day. So if the open is lower than the close, that is a green candle. If the open is above the close, that is generally represented in a red candle. So do you think like by looking at the color, do you think we can always determine whether it's a bullish or bearish candle, or can you say that buyers are in full control if it is a green candle? Or by looking at a red candle, do you think sellers are in full control? You can put your comments. So on a high level, if it is a green candle, you can say that because whenever buyers are more, whenever there is more buying pressure, generally price goes up. Whenever sellers are more, sellers are trying to push the price down, the price comes down. So 80% of the times that is right. Generally, by looking at the color, you can determine whether buyers are in control or sellers are in control. But there are some occasions, right, where you cannot say whether buyers are in control or sellers are in control just by looking at the color, right? Why? Because so I hope everyone is clear with this concept, right? Always this is the high, this is the low. If it is buyers are in control, this is the open, this is the close. If sellers are in control, so high and low are always same. For any candle, the bottom is the low, the top is the high. Even it is red candle or green candle, low and high are same. But only if it is a bullish candle, that means if buyers are in control, your open is at a bottom, your close is at the top. If sellers are in control, your open is at top, your close at the bottom. So 80% of the time, yeah, by looking at the color, we can say, okay, oh, we can, on a high level, we can understand that, oh, buyers are in control. Or if we see a candle color in red, we can say sellers are in control. But there are some scenarios where For example, here you see in this example, buyers tried to take all the way to the top, right? The candle opened here, the candle got closed here, but buyers tried to take the price all the way to, for example, 105. But at the last minute, sellers took the control, brought it all the way down. So it, let us say it opened at 101, it closed at, or it opened at $100, it closed at 101. Buyers took it to nearly $110. But in last minute, suddenly they brought it all the way to 101. So even though the color of the candle shows as green, even though the open is above or open is below the close price, but still suddenly in the last minute sellers took the control. You can see there is a huge wick. So if the wick is very big, that means you cannot easily determine whether buyers are in control or sellers are in control. In the same way, in this example, sellers try to bring it all the way down. Right? You can see a huge wick at the bottom. So from nearly, right, let us say the price opened at $100. The sellers brought it all the way to $90. But suddenly in last 1 minute, sellers took the control and took it to around $99 from $90. That means even though the color of the candle is red, but still the buyers took the control. From $90, they took it all the way to 99. So there is a possibility that next candle can be a green candle, right? It doesn't mean that because you got a red candle, sellers are in control and it will go down. So it is not that always if you see that green candle, buyers are in control, red candle, it is sellers are in control. There can be some scenarios. So by understanding the size of the body, size of the wick, you can also determine whether buyers are in control or sellers are in control. If you see that the price is very high, but suddenly the close is very far away from that high, even though it is a green candle, you can determine or you can understand that oh, sellers are taking the control from the buyers. Even though it is a red candle, the low was very at very bottom, but the close was very far away from the low. That means buyers are taking the control. There can be a reversal here, right? Is that clear for everyone? So it is not that always based on the color of the candle, you cannot determine that if it is bullish or bearish. Sometimes based on the size of the wick, size of the body, even though the color of the candle is green, if the wick is so big, if the top wick or bottom wick is so big, there can be a reversal, right? Even though it is a green candle, sellers are in control here. Even though it is a red candle, buyers are in control here. So that's what it is very important. So generally, right, in it one way you can see the candle types as green candle, red candle, or bullish candle, bearish candle. But there is one more way we can classify the candles as three types. One of them is called strength candles. Second one is called as control shift candles. Third one is called as indecision candles. This is very, very important for you to understand these three types because this is where which will give you the edge in trading if you understand these three types of candles. Right? The first one is strength candles. Second one is control shift candles. Third one is indecision candles. First, let us talk about strength candles. What do you mean by strength candles? So generally strength candles are where the body is very big, right? So whatever you see this one in the rectangle, that is called as a body. Whatever you see with these lines, right? Generally you are open and close. It will be right. You will basically right. For example, you have x-axis with all the prices 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 99, 98. Then your open and close will be filled with a rectangle, whereas your high and low are generally determined with a small horizontal line. So whatever you see this body, that is the price difference between the open and close. Wherever this is the low, this is the high. So if you see a huge body with small wick, that is called as a strength candle. And if your open is at the bottom and close at the top, that is a very bullish, strong bullish candle. right? So your body should be very big, your wick should be very small, or there should not be any wick at all. In the same way, right? This is a red bearish, strong bearish candle. So your open is here, your close is here with a small lower lid, a small lower wick, and small upper wick, or you may not have any upper wick. So whenever you see these strong bullish candles, so if you don't have a upper wick at all, that is much more stronger candle. So if you have a big body with small wick at the bottom, small wick at the top, that is a strong bullish. But if you have candle with a lower wick but without any body, that means there is no rejection at all. Your high and also your close is at the same price. In the same way, your low and also your open and your low are at the same price. So your close and your low of the candle are at the same price. So these are very, very strong candles. So, so this example is like a strong bearish candle. This is a strong bullish candle. Whereas these ones are very strong bullish, very strong bearish. You right? You have just a small lower wick. There is no top wick. The same way you have a small upper wick. There is no bottom wick. These are very, very strong candles. That means there is no resistance at all from sellers or buyer. Here there is no resistance from the sellers. Your close and your top both are at the same time. Your bottom and your open are at the same. So these are much stronger candles. So in the strength candles, you have strong bullish, strong bearish, very strong bullish, very strong bearish. And if the based on the size of the body, right? If the size of the candle is much bigger, that is very, very strong candle. So sometimes, right, again, when you look at the charts, we can see all these examples, but first understand the concepts. Based on the size of the candle body, so it doesn't mean that every candle which has just a body without a upper wick may not be very strong, right? If you have a huge body, right? For example, let us say AMD opened at $100 here, closed at $110 within one candle. Here AMD opened at 100, closed at 102. Here AMD opened at 100, closed at 104. AMD opened at 100, closed at 106. So based on the size of the body also, you can determine whether it is very strong bullish or so this candle is also very strong candle, but compared to this one is much more stronger because the buyer suddenly there might be some good news about AMD, right? Let us say Nvidia is buying AMD. Suddenly there can be a huge bullish pressure, huge buying volume. Or suddenly there is a good news that okay, war is stopping between Iran and right, Israel. Suddenly there can be a huge bullish candle. So based on the size of the body also, you can determine whether it is very strong candle or little less than that. So I hope everyone is clear, right? These three types within the strength candles, you have three types. One is strong candles, strong bullish, strong bearish, very strong bullish, very strong bearish. Within very strong bullish, very strong bearish, based on the size of the body, you can determine which is very, very strong, right? This one is like very, very strong. This is very strong. This is little bit very strong, like that. So whenever you see, right? So whenever you see a strong candle or very strong candle, generally the tendency, right? If you get a buy signal, right? Whether your price pulse gives a buy or your futures level manager or your top trend, whichever gives a buy and you see a strong signal, right? A strong candle or a very strong candle, most of the time the trend will continue in the same direction, right? There might be a small pullback, right? Sometimes if you see a very huge candle, it may come back to your T5 line. But again, it will go in the same direction because there might be some people who may be happy with 200, $300. They may take profit. So there might be a small pullback. But overall, the trend will continue in the same direction. So whenever you see a buy signal and you see a strong candle or a very strong candle, you can hold the trade for longer time, right? You don't need to panic unless you want to scalp. You can hold the trade for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, right? You should not get panic. You see suddenly a red candle, you should not get panic, right? Because the strength, this is a strength candle that shows that there are a lot of buyers who are interested to buy this stock. Whenever you see a strong or very strong bullish candle and you see a buy signal, one thing is you wait. Generally, if the candle size is very huge compared to all the other candles, generally there will be a pullback and then it will go up. So you wait for a pullback and you can go enter long. Or suddenly, let us say you got FOMO, you entered here, you saw the buy signal. Whenever candle closed, you saw a buy signal, you entered here, and suddenly you see the you are losing because of a small pullback. You don't need to get panic. Generally, whenever you have a very strong candle, it will come back to T5 line and go all the way up again. So it is very, very important. It shows the strength candle shows who has the control. In the same way, you see a big bearish candle, right? You take a sell signal, and suddenly there might be a pullback. You may see some small, small green candles. You don't need to panic, right? Whenever there is a huge red candle, even though there is a pullback, the trend will continue in the same direction. So I hope it is making sense, right? Because most of you, right, most of you generally we suddenly you see a nice candle, you get a buy signal, we go long, immediately it starts dropping, you get panic, you take a stop loss, and immediately it starts going up, right? You feel like, oh, I should have not taken a stop loss. So that's what happens. So whenever you see a strength candle, right? I hope everyone is getting it, right? The first type of candle is a strength candle, either a strong bullish candle or a strong bearish candle, which has a huge body with either no wick or very small wick at the top, small wick at the bottom. Right? Whenever you see a buy signal with a strong bullish candle or a right very strong bullish candle, they are the best opportunities to go long. Whenever you see a sell signal with a strong bearish candle or a very strong bearish candle, that's the best opportunity for you to go short. So if the size of the candle is too big, you can wait for a pullback, right? Generally, if the size is so high, so big, right? If you see, right, it is engulfing five or six small, small candles with the one candle. Sometimes there might be a small pullback, and then again it will continue in the same trend. Either you can wait for a pullback and then take the trade, or even if there is a small loss also, you can hold and you can continue the trend for longer duration. So, whenever you see a buy signal with a strong bullish candle, or whenever you see a sell signal with a strong bearish candle, you can confidently enter the trade and you can hold the trade. So, generally, these candles are called as a bullish engulfing candle. If you see a strong green candle, that is called as a bullish engulfing. In the same way, if you see a strong bearish candle, that is called as a strong engulfing candle, right? So this is a strong bearish candle. So it was going up, up, up. Suddenly there was a bad news. Suddenly there is some news on war. You see sudden huge red candle, which is engulfing all these green candles. So if it is engulfing, that means it is covering up. It is nearly so this 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever happened within one candle, it covered all that price action. That's why it is called as a bearish engulfing candle. If it is covering four green candles, one red candle is covering it, it is a bearish engulfing. In the same way, if you have some four red candles, one green candle is covering all that, that is a strong bullish engulfing. Right? Is this clear about the strength candles? So whenever you get a sell signal with a bearish engulfing, that is a very good opportunity. Whenever you get a buy signal with a strong bullish engulfing, that is a very good opportunity. So let us take one example, right? On Friday, we took Tesla puts, right? Let us see. So let's go to Friday. So yeah, around this time frame, right? Price went up. It went to a resistance. We got a swing sell signal. So what type of candle is this, right? So do you see a strong bearish, right? Strong bearish candles here. You have a small wick at the top, small wick at the bottom. Then Tesla dropped nearly from $334. It came all the way to $324, nearly $10 drop. Right? We made nearly 150% with the puts. We took the bear call spreads above this. So if you are in the live session, you know what happened, right? We saw that there was a huge sell block there at that point of time. And then we took the puts, we took the bear call spread. So price was going up, up, up. Suddenly we saw a strong candle, strong bearish candle. Then we saw a strong bearish candle. Price went all the way down, $10 down. So that is where when you see that big candles, that is where you can confidently take the sell signal, right? Here you got a price pulse sell. And do you see, right, what type of candle is this? If you see the candle, so you can see a huge body here, right? And then you have a small wick at the top, small wick at the bottom. Is that making sense? That's a huge engulfing candle, right? A bearish engulfing candle or a strong bearish candle. So when you see a sell signal with a strong candle like this, then your risk is minimal, right? You can confidently buy the puts. You can confidently do the bear call spreads. You can confidently take the shots because this is telling that buyers took the full control, right? For example, let us say this candle, right? If you see a sell signal with this candle, you have a huge wick at the top, huge wick at the bottom. If you see a sell signal here, your confidence will be low because your body is very, very small. Your wick is very big, your top wick, bottom wick is very, very big. So that is where you can avoid the sell, right? Even though your indicator might have given a sell signal, you can avoid it. But here you see a huge strength candle with a sell signal. Then you can confidently take the trade and you can hold the trade for longer time. You don't need to quickly take 10% profit, 20% profit, but you will, that shows that there can be a big, or you are, let us say, because you saw Tesla good news or something, you are in a long position. When you see that strong sell with a huge strong candle, then you close your long position, right? Either one is you can close your long positions, or if you are not in a long position, that is the time you can buy the puts. Hope it is making sense for everyone, right? Or in the same way, right? In the morning time, you got a strong buy and you see a huge candle here, right? It's a huge bullish candle. It went up, there was a small pullback, but it keeps on going up, right? So that determines that trend. Whenever you see a huge bullish candle, right? All these candles were small, small, small candles. Suddenly, when market opened, you saw a huge bullish candle, right? You got a buy signal, price pulse, strong buy. That means there is very high possibility the trend will continue for most of the day, right? Until you see a major sell signal with a huge strength candle, the trend will continue. So now you can confidently buy the stocks, or you can confidently do the bull puts, or you can confidently do the Tesla calls. Where? Because you saw a huge, right? This is a candle with a huge body, with a small wick at the bottom, small wick at the top. These then it went all the way nearly $20 up. Is it making sense? So whenever you see a buy signal, right, or if you are using futures level or stocks level manager, you got a swing buy here, right? Swing buy and a strong candle, a strong bullish candle. You can confidently enter the longs. You can buy the stocks You can but do the bull puts, or you can do the Tesla calls, or you wait for it because this candle is engulfing all these candles, right? Nearly all whatever happened in last 1 hour with one candle, it engulfed everything. So you wait for a small pullback. It came little bit down, and then it went again all the way up. Now you got a sell signal. You got a swing sell signal, and you can see there is a strong bearish candle, strong bearish candle, strong bearish candle. So you can confidently take a shot. So whenever you see, right, whether it is price pulse or top trend or futures level, stocks level, whatever it is, whenever you see a strong bullish candle and a buy signal, that's a very good opportunity. In the same way, whenever you see a swing sell signal or a strong, right, price pulse sell signal, and you see a nice strength candle, that's a good opportunity. Yet I hope it is making sense, right? You can see with any example, right? Whenever you see a strong bullish candles, right? So, for example, here you got a strong, right? You got a buy signal, but what is the type of the candle? Do you get the confidence here? The body is very, very small, right? Your wick is very big, your upper wick, your bottom wick is very, very big. So you can avoid these type of signals, even though your price pulse is telling that price will go up. It is better you avoid this type of signals. Whereas if you get some, right, for example, here also it gave a pullback, and again you see is a nice bullish candle, you can enter. In this candle, you can, because here it is not giving you enough confidence to go long. You can wait for 5-10 minutes to see a strong bullish candle. Then you can enter. This is a nice bullish candle. This is a bullish candle. This is a nice bullish candle. This is a nice bullish candle. You can enter at that point of time rather than entering it here, because here it is not giving you enough confidence to go long. So i- you can avoid in those scenarios. Either you can completely avoid the trade, or you wait for a strong bullish candle to go long. So that's where, otherwise you are just right, you are just seeing buy, suddenly you enter, suddenly there was a pullback, you get panic, you will have 300, 400 stop loss, you will take a stop loss, and then it went all the way nearly 1,000, $1,500 up. So that's what happens most of the time. So that's where, either you wait for a strong candle whenever you get a buy signal and you don't get enough confidence by looking at the candle. You wait for a strong, right? This is a strong candle. There is no bottom wick. There is a small upper wick. The body is big, right? Compared to your wick size, your body is big. Again, you have a strong body with a small lower, small upper. This is very, very strong, right? This is a huge, huge candle. So these will give you confidence to go long. So even though there might be small pullback, again it went all the way up. Like that, whenever if you see a sell signal here, you won't get confidence, right? Because this is not a huge bearish candle. But here you will get a confidence, right? Here it went down, suddenly it started going up. If you take a sell signal here, you will get panic with this candle, right? You got a sell, suddenly it started going up. You get panic, you will take stop loss. But when you just to give 10 minutes, after that, you got a huge bearish candle. You can take sell signal here. Like that, whenever you wait for a strong bullish or bearish candles, your confidence will be much more higher. You can confidently, so you got a buy, the candle is also a very strong candle. You can confidently enter the trade and hold the trade. You got a sell, you also got a huge bearish candle. You can confidently hold the trade. In the same way, right here, your stocks level manager is giving that, telling that, oh, this is a strong sell zone, right? There are a lot of sellers here, and you got a sell signal, and you got a strength candle. Now your confidence will be, because sometimes your this can shift little bit up and down, But when you see a sell signal and also you can see a strong sell candle, then your confidence will be high, right? If you on the day, right, a price pulse was showing nearly 900K sell order block, right? Because uh, yeah, now we cannot see it, but on the day, right, if you watch the recording, you will see that there was a 900K order. But it doesn't mean that if you have a 900K, definitely always it will drop. There was a 900K, and also you see a big sell candle, right? A strong strength candle, bearish candle. Then you know that okay, these orders, right? Buyers are not able to break the resistance; they are bringing it down. So your confidence will be high. So, right, I hope you are getting it. When you get a sell signal, if you get a strong bearish candle, that's a very good opportunity. If you get a buy signal and you see a strong bullish candle, that's a good opportunity. Or you see a swing buy signal, you get a strong bullish candle, that's a good opportunity. You see a swing sell signal, you get a strong bearish candle, that's a good opportunity. Right? So, for example, you got a buy signal here, right? Again, as I told you, you can use the logic is same whether you are using 1 minute or 5 minutes or 1 hour or daily. The logic is same. So now you got a buy signal here, right? We are in a daily time frame for crude oil. We got a buy signal. Do you think this is a good buy opportunity? Right here, you see a nice bullish candle. So this is a good buy opportunity. Here we got a sell candle, right? Sell signal. But the size of the candle is the body is very, very small, right? You have a huge wick at the top, huge wick at the bottom. That means there is no strength in the candle. Suddenly it started going up. So you should avoid this type of sell signals. Only when you see a strong buy signal, you take long. When you see a sell signal, but your body size is very, very small, you avoid. So now crude oil went all the way up. Maybe it may touch this and then we may see a sell signal, then we can take a shot. So whatever is the time frame, whether you are in a 5 minute or 15 minute or 1 hour, 4 hours daily, whatever it is, the logic is same. You wait for a nice buy signal and you see a bullish candle, you can confidently take the trade, hold it for longer time, you make nice profits. When you see a sell signal, right, whatever is the sell signal, if you see a strong bearish candle, you see a sell signal, you can hold the trade confidently. So that gives you more profits. You don't get panic, and you can hold the trade for longer time. Right? Most of the time, we quickly take the profits. We hold the losing positions for more time. But when you follow this strategy, where you see a buy signal and you see a bullish, right, a strength candle, a bullish strength candle, that's a good opportunity. When you see a sell signal and a bearish strength candle, that's a good you can hold for longer time until you see another buy signal or another strength candle. You can hold the trade confidently, right? So let's look at some. So let's look. So what do you think can happen with RBLX? Right, RBLX. We got a strong buy here. Then there was a strong candle here. Or let's go to this one. So do you think so? RBLX here we got a buy signal at the bottom of the channel. Right, there is a strong bullish candle, and we got a buy signal. So that's a perfect opportunity. If at the bottom of the channel, if you get a strong buy signal, that's a perfect opportunity. It went all the way up. You got a sell signal, but it's a small candle. That means you can just ignore or you can just close your long position. Don't take a short here. Don't buy the puts here. You just close it. If you want, you can close the long position, but never open puts here. Right? Again, you got a buy signal, but here you may not get confidence, but next day you got a confidence, right? You can see there is a huge bullish candle. Then it went all the way up. So do you think RBLX can go further up, or do you think it will come down? What do you think is possible? But as of now, it can go further up because still you see strength, right? Strong candles here. There is no signs of weakness, right? We generally use normal candles. Fibonacci may not represent the actual price, so we always use. So by looking at these candles, you still see a nice bullish candle. That means buyers are still in control, right? Yeah, I know I am in a daily time frame, but I'm giving you an examples how you can use for swing trading, right? Some of you are very busy. You don't want to take day trades, right? Then you wait for buy, right? If you get a buy at the bottom and you see a nice bullish candle, you can take a trade for next right, 3 months leaps or 6 month leap, and you can hold trade for 1 month. From nearly $50, it went all the way to $100, right? Within last 1 month. You see PLTR. You got a buy signal at the bottom of the channel. This is a huge bullish candle, right? There was a sell somewhere in between, but again, you don't see a major strength. Immediately next day, you got it, right? There was small pullback. Immediately, you got a buy. Again, there was so not a strong bearish candle. Again, you got a buy. Some small pullback, you got a buy. So, do you think PLTR can go up, continue further, or do you think it will come down? So PLTR can go further, right? Because still we don't see any major weakness in the candles, right? It is a bullish candle. This is a nice bullish candle. So PLTR can go further up. So there is no weakness as of now. So if candle goes somewhere to the right, maybe it may go somewhere to the top, and then you see a nice bearish candle. Then you can confidently enter the puts. But as of now, PLTR is looking bullish, right? RBLX is looking bullish. Now you tell me, what do you think about this AG? Right, AG, you got a nice buy signal, right? A bullish candle here at the bottom of the channel. It went all the way up. Now you are at the top of the channel. So, what do you think possible with AG tomorrow or day after tomorrow? Right now, what is the size of the candles here? The candles are slowly, right? Here it is a strong bullish. But now the wick is increasing, right? The body here until right here you got a huge body, huge body, huge body, huge body, huge body, right? All these are strength candles. Now the wick is increasing. The body is getting smaller. The wick is getting bigger. So tomorrow or day after tomorrow, if I see one more right bearish candle here with a sell signal, there is a huge possibility this AG will go down. Then you can enter the puts, right? So this is your buy zone. Bottom of the channel, you got a buy signal. Now you are at the top of the channel. You are at a sell zone. If I get a sell signal, you can confidently enter the puts and you can hold for next 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Then there might be a big drop with this. So by looking at the candle size, by looking at the body size, you can determine whether it's a good buy or a good sell. So if we get a good sell opportunity, so tomorrow or day after, we may see a nice sell signal here, right? We may see a sell, and then if that candle is something like this, then that will be a perfect opportunity. If you are at the top of the channel and you get a nice sell opportunity, that's a perfect opportunity to make nice profits with your puts. If you get a buy signal at the bottom of the channel, and if the candle size is big, that's a perfect opportunity to go long. From nearly 5.5, within 1 2 weeks, it went to 8.5. That's a huge opportunity. Like that, yeah, there will be 100, right? For example, let us go to Dash. So DoorDash from nearly $176, you got a buy signal, but here we will not get the confidence. You will wait for the next day. You see a nice bullish candle, right? It kept on coming down. You got a buy signal, but here we will not enter. Here we can enter. Then you can confidently hold. And do you think DoorDash can drop tomorrow or day after? Yet as of now, the chances are very minimal, right? Maybe it may go all the way to this 240, $250 where there is big number of sellers. So by looking at the size of the candles, you can determine when it can reverse, right? As of now, still the candle strength is very strong. So as of now, there is very minimal possibility for a reversal on DoorDash. Let's go to ENPH. Same thing. You got a B signal, huge bullish candle, right? The candle size was very big. Then there was a small pullback, and then it started going up. Whenever, as I told you, whenever there's a huge bullish candle, but you are not entering the same week. If you are using a daily time frame, you will go for next 2 months or 3 months expiry. There, even though there might be a small pullback, it will keep on going up. Maybe this ENPH may go all the way to nearly $54. So you can hold the trade confidently under $54 and then there might be a sell signal. So if we get a sell here, a strong sell signal, right, with a strong bearish candle, that's a perfect opportunity. When you get a buy signal close to the bottom or close to the buy zone, if you get a sell here, you got a sell signal. But do you want to take the sell opportunity, even though it is a sell, right? The indicator gave a sell, but by looking at the wick size, by looking at the body size, you should not enter here, right? Whenever you have a strong here, you got a sell signal, right? This is a perfect opportunity, or this is not a good sell opportunity. So you should not just go based on sell or buy, but whenever you see a strong bullish candle and you are close to the bottom or close to the buy zone, you get a buy signal and your candle is very big. That's a perfect buy opportunity. So ENPH may go a little more further until 52, 53. Then if we see a sell signal, again you can confidently enter the puts. You can. So if you see price pulse, so what do you see here, right? You see nearly 2.55 million sell order block. So whenever price goes there, touch that, and then you see a sell or you see a reversal. That's a perfect opportunity to take short. But here you see a huge buy block, right? You see a price pulse buy, and you are getting some strong buy signals, strong candles. Then you can enter the long positions confidently. Like that, whatever, right, whichever indicator you are using, whether you are using stocks level, futures level, price pulse, top trend, whatever it is, whenever you get a buy signal, you see a nice strong bullish candles, you can go long. If you get a sell signal, you should have strong bearish candles, right? Is that clear, everyone? So if we are using 5 minutes time frame, so on Friday morning, we got a swing buy signal, right? You got a you got some strong bullish candles, you got a strong buy, or we got a swing buy. Then you can confidently take a bull puts at the bottom. You can buy the option calls, you can do SPY calls, QQQ calls, you can enter. Here you got a PP sell, but this candle is not right, it is not giving you enough confidence because the wick is big, body is very small. Let us say you took a sell signal here, suddenly it bounced back with a huge bullish candle. Immediately you get panic, we take a stop loss. So you ignore this type of candle. You ignore this type of candle where you got a strong buy, but the body is very small, your wick is big, right? Your body, relatively, you have to see your body should be much bigger than the wick size. But here, your body is small, your wick size is very big. Here, your body is very small, your wick size is very big. Then you should avoid those. Here, you got a sell signal. Your body is much bigger. Your your wick is small compared to the body. So that is a perfect opportunity. So, for example, right on the day I took a long here. So immediately you see a sell signal or you see a candle with a big body, then you know, okay, it's better we take a stop loss, right? So sometimes because I saw a nice bullish candle and then we got a buy signal, I entered a long here, but immediately we saw another bearish candle with a nice big body. So minimum, right, when to take the stop loss also important, right? So that your loss is minimized and you can confident, right? Again, we saw the sell signal because of the war news. Again, it dropped so much. So at this time, you can buy the puts, you can do the bear call spread. It went all the way down. Again, right? Again, you got some big bullish candles. You got a buy signal. Again, you can do a bull put and you can make profits like that. So by looking at the candle body or wick size, we have to determine whether it's a bullish or bearish. By that, so now your indicators will help you, but right, you are not just depending on the indicator. This knowledge will help you to take a right decision. Okay, should I take a sell signal or not? Okay, because the body is very small, wick is very big. I cannot depend on the signal. Here also I got a buy, but because the body is small compared to the wick size, I'll not take the signal. Okay, here I got a sell. The wick is small, the body is big. Okay, this is a perfect opportunity. Like that, whenever we take those decisions based on the candle type, your chance of success will be much more higher. Here you got a sell signal, right? Your success will be much more higher because now your candle is very big. You got a sell signal opportunity. It dropped nearly 10 points within 20-30 minutes. That made 150% with the puts. So I hope everyone is clear about the strength candles. So whether QQQ or same thing, right? With any candle, any ticker, any time frame, the concept is same. So you got a right here we got a price pulse sell, price pulse buy, but here the size of the candle, the body size is very small compared to the wick size. Then you ignore those signals, right? Don't take the trade. If the body size is big, if you have a huge red body and you get a sell signal, that's a good opportunity. Or you got some huge buy candles, you got a PP buy, but this one is you don't get the confidence. But the next candles will get you confidence. You can go long here. But when you get a sell, you don't get a confidence. Wait for such type of sell or wait for such type of buy. By looking at this candle, your confidence will be low, right? You cannot determine the direction based on this. So that is the first type of candle type, which is strength candles. So if you get a buy signal with a strong bullish candle, or if you get a sell signal with a strong bearish candle, they are very good opportunities. That too, if you get a buy, a strong buy candles at the bottom, right? This is your trend line support. If it starts coming down, and again the strength starts increasing, right? All this time it was bearish, bearish, bearish. It came to the discount area, then you can see nice bullish candles. Then you know that, oh, buyers took the control. The the size of the body is increasing. Then you can confidently enter the trade. Or it went all the way to the premium zone or a sell block, and then suddenly you see red candles. Then you know, okay, now price will drop. Again, it came to the discount area, you see some strong bullish candles. you can again take the bull puts or you can enter the long positions like that. So that is about your first type, which is, yeah, that's okay. You don't need to, right? You wait for the candle close because if you are a scalper, you go to 1 minute. If you want to hold the trade for longer time, you wait for the candle close. That will give you the confirmation whether the candle is a bullish candle, a strong bullish or strong bearish, right? So let's go to the next one so you will understand better. So now let us look at the second type of candle, right? We looked at the bullish candles and strength candles, right? As I said, you need to understand about these three types of candles. The first one we saw is strength candle, which is either a bullish or a bearish strong candles where your body is very, very big. Whether it is green or red, body should be very big, the wick should be very, very small. So if you get a buy signal or sell signal with the strength candle, that's a perfect opportunity. You have to take those opportunities. So the second type of candle we are going to see is a control shift candle. What do you mean by control shift candle? Basically, these are the reversal candles, right? Where suddenly it starts going up, suddenly the control got reversed. So price went all the way to the top, right? Price opened here, then buyers took the control all the way to the top. Suddenly the price got closed here. Even though it may look like a green candle, but the price got, right? The price got reversed. So it was looking like very huge candle, but suddenly sellers took the control, right? This is your low, this is your high, this is your open, this is your close. So buyers tried to take the price all the way from $100 to $110. Sellers brought it down to $101. Even though it went up little bit, but from 110 it came to 101. So that's where the control got shifted. So buyers were having the control. From $100, they took it to $110. From 110, the sellers brought it to 101. Even though it might be $1 move up, but you also need to think that it went down $9 from the high. So that is where the reversals will happen. That is where that means there might be some big sellers, big companies who want to start taking the profits or start taking the shorts. So this is completely opposite to the previous one. The strength candles is where you have a huge body with small wick. These control shift candles are where you have a huge wick with a small body. These are reversal candles or control shift candles where there is a reversal in the trend. That means there can be a direction change, right? For if you are in a long position and you see this type of candle, better you book the profits. Don't enter the short at, but you may see a sell signal. Maybe next candle or so, you may see a sell opportunity or sell signal. That will tell you. So whenever you see a huge wick at the top, that means sellers are taking the control. Buyers try to take it up, sellers brought it down. Buyers try to take it up, sellers brought it down. So this type of candles, whenever you see a candle like this, that means very soon the price will drop. There might be a reversal, totally reverse. So buyers try to take the control, take the price all the way up from 100 to 110. Sellers brought it to 101. In the next candle, it may go to 100. Next candle, it may go to 99, 98, 97, like that. So you be ready for a sell signal. So don't take a sell, but maybe you should be ready to take a short opportunity when you see this type of candle. There might be a strong bearish candle, the next one. So if you are in a long position, better you book your profits even before you see the sell signal. In the same way, right? Wherever, whether the candle is bullish or bearish, it doesn't matter, right? Even though you may see green candle, red candle, it doesn't matter. All you need to see is if you have a huge wick at the top, that means sellers are taking the control. If you see a huge wick at the bottom, that means buyers are taking the control. In this, right? Instead of at the top, you see a huge wick at the bottom. That means buyers are taking the control. The reversal is happening. So doji is hammer is one of the most important reversal signal, where you see a body with a big wick at the bottom. So if price is dropping, and suddenly you see this hammer hammer candle, where, right, it looks like a hammer where you have a body at the top and you have a huge wick at the bottom. That's where the price will reverse. Right? That means you should be ready for a buy signal. Close your short opportunity, be ready for a buy opportunity. So this is the second type, where you have this reversals, right? The first one is bullish engulfing or bearish engulfing or strength candles, bullish candles, bearish candles, where you have a huge body with a either completely no wick or a very small wick compared to the body size. The second type is control shift candles, where you have a huge wick either at the top or at the bottom. If it is at the top, sellers are taking control. If the wick is at the bottom, buyers are taking control. That means generally there will be a shift in the trend. Suddenly, right? It might be all this time buyers might be in control. Now sellers will be in control. So again, let us look at some examples. So, so you can see here, right? Crude oil, it came all the way down. Then suddenly you see a hammer candle, right? You see a big wick at the bottom and then a small body at the top. Then suddenly you got a nice bullish candle. So whenever you see a reversal candle like this, that means the trend is changing from bearish to bullish. So once you see a hammer and you see a nice bullish candle, then you can take a long position. In the same way, here, right, this is more like a inverted hammer. You have a huge wick at the top. Then you wait for a strength candle, either this one or this one. Then there was a nice drop. So all you need to remember is first one is the strength candle, where you have a big body with small wick. Second one is the reversal or control shift candles, where you have a very big wick with a small body. Generally, that means the trend will reverse. So if you see that candle and then you see a strength candle, even before the indicator gives a buy signal, also you can enter a long position. Here also, uh, again we were seeing some opportunities right earlier. So higher the time frames, these patterns will work much better. Uh, let's go to some more opportunities. I'm going to see some more examples where we can. So generally, these are good whenever you are at a top, right? For example, it went and touched all the way to the trend line resistance. So buyers tried to take it all the way to the top, then sellers brought it all the way down. Then you got a nice strength candle. So here, right, you can see a hammer or inverted hammer where buyers tried to take it up, sellers brought it all the way down. Then within next 1 2 days, the trend got reversed and completely from nearly $13, it went all the way to $7. So generally, if these reversal candles happen at the top, right, at the premium or at the trend line resistance or at trend line support, they will give you an indication that price can, right? That means it will not break this resistance and go all the way up. This candle is telling you that, okay, now, right, all this time price was going up, up, up. Then suddenly you got a inverted hammer candle where you had a huge wick, but body is very small. That gives you a, that means buyers try to take it up, sellers brought it down. You are open and closer here. You had a huge upper wick with a small body. That gives you a reversal confirmation. And if right, if you are a high risk trader, you can enter here itself, or you wait for a strength candle and you enter. Then you will make nice profits. So that is the second type where we can look at look at the candles and determine whether it is a, whenever you see such type of, also for example here you saw coin went all the way to the top. You got a nice inverted hammer, huge wick at the top, small body at the bottom. Then it started dropping. You got a nice strength candle. Then price started dropping. So if you see MSTR, Bitcoin, Bitcoin is nearly, you can see it was going up, up, up. You saw a nice, right? Buyers try to take it up. You have a huge wick at the up, small body. You got a sell zone. Then it started dropping. So this is whenever you have a premium zone or you have a sell block or you have a sell zone and you see this type of candle, that's a good opportunity for you to buy the puts or buy the bear calls. Again, if you want to do swing trades, you do it in a daily time frame. If you want to do it in 5 minutes, right? If for day trading, you use 5 minutes. Generally, a candle with a small body and big wick at the top, good for short opportunities. A, a candle with a big lower wick with a small body, good for long opportunities. Right? So that is the second type. So the first one is strength candles. Second one is control shift candles or reversal candles. Then let's look at the third type. So if you combine indicators plus this knowledge, your success will be much more higher, because now you are not just looking at every buy, every sell, taking a trade. You're also understanding that, okay, I got a buy, it is a strength candle. Then you have a good opportunity. You got a sell, that's a nice bearish candle. That's a good opportunity, right? Or you saw a hammer or inverted hammer, and you are waiting for the next sell or next buy or next sell. You are taking trades. That's a good opportunity. Then there is one more type of candle which is called as indecision candle. Right? Again, I am summarizing. The first one, bullish candle with a huge body with very small wick at the top, at the bottom, or there is no wick at all. The second one, small body with very big wick at the top or very big wick at the bottom. The third type of candle is an indecision candle where you have nearly 50% of wick at the top, 50% at the bottom. The difference between second and third, in the second one, you have nearly 80% of the wick at the top, or 80% or 90% at the bottom. Whereas in the third type, you have a small body, but 50%, the wick at the top, wick at the bottom are nearly same size. These are called indecision candles or doji candles, where you don't know whether trend will go up or trend will go down. For the second type, you know, if there is a huge wick at the top, it can come down. If you have a huge wick at the bottom, there is a high possibility the price will go up. But for these candles, if you get a buy signal or sell signal with this type of candles, you better don't take a trade, because these are indecision candles where you have nearly equal wick at the top, equal wick at the bottom. So you have so either trend can reverse or trend can continue in the same direction. So you have to wait for the next sell or next candles to determine what can happen. Sometimes, consider, right, it will go up, up, up. Then you will see this type of candles for some time. Then again, it will continue going up. Right. So on some days, you will see it will go up. There will be a lot of bullish candles. You will see some of these indecision candles, and then again it will drop. So trend can continue or trend can reverse after indecision candles. So that's where it is very, very important. If you get a buy signal or sell signal with this type of indecision candles, don't take any trade. Wait for right, the range breakout. So that's where we have that blue box, where either if it is in a consolidation zone, that means it is buyers and sellers are equal. You have 50% buyers, 50% sellers. One is trying to take it up, take it down. A lot of time it will be in a choppy or a sideways market. Suddenly there can be a big bounce or there can be a big drop. After it will do that for few, right? If you are in a 5 minute, you will see for 30, 40 minutes it will be choppy. Suddenly there can be a drop or suddenly there can be a bounce. So whenever you see these type of candles, you avoid taking any trades until there is a proper direction confirmed. So open and close are nearly together and equal wicks are on the both the sides. So it can be bullish candle, it can be bearish candle, but generally your wick size will be nearly equal at the top and the bottom. So you don't directly trade the indecision, right? Always wait for a clear direction, right? Wait for either after some indecision candles, there should be a nice bullish candle, or after some indecision candles, there should be a nice bearish candle. That is where we have to take a trade. But if you take a trade if you, right, sometimes indicators may see that, oh, earlier there was a bearish, you got a indecision candle, it may give a buy signal. But we should avoid taking a trade there, right? So generally, after indecision candle, you see a nice bullish candle. There might be a small pullback, it will continue. Or you have indecision candle, you have a bearish candle, then the trend may continue in the direction. So until you see a right after a doji, you have to wait for a trend confirmation candle. So this is a indecision candle, this is a strength candle. This is a indecision candle, this is a strength candle. So you have to wait for these candles and then you have to take a trade. If you get a buy signal here, you wait for a nice bullish candle. If you get a sell signal here, wait for a nice bearish candle. Don't take a trade with indecision candles, right? So generally there can be reversals or sometimes there can be trend continuation from these candles. So always don't, right? If suddenly it is dropping, you got a nice support, you got this indecision candles, right? That means at a key level. So we have the futures level manager, stocks level manager. Sometimes once they go to a level, until that time you may see nice red candles, then you see these indecision candles. Then you wait for a proper strength candle to take a trade. Don't take trades when you have indecision candles. So if you understand these three type of candles, right? These three type, what are in strength candles, what are control shift candles, what are indecision candles. Strength candles are bullish candles or bearish candles. So if you get a buy signal or sell signal, whether with stocks level, futures level, top trend, price pulse, whatever is the indicator, if you get a buy signal with a bullish, sell signal with a bearish, that's a very good opportunity. You can take the trades and you can hold for longer time. If you get a control shift candle, right, which are your hammer, inverted hammer, those candles, that means you should be ready. You book the profits and wait for a trend reversal. So this is trend continuation candles. That means whenever you get a buy signal, the trend will continue for longer time. Whenever you see this type of candle, the trend will reverse. Here, you don't know whether trend will continue or trend will reverse. You always wait for another strength candle. Whenever you see this type of candle, don't take any trades at that point. Even though you may see a buy or sell signal from any of the indicators, don't take trades. Wait for a strength candle, and then if you take a trade, your success will be much more higher. So, with indicators, so whenever you use the indicators, you use these three fundamental principles. Strength candles, very good opportunities, best opportunity for longer trades. Control shift, these are reversal candles. So if you see a control shift and then you see a right another bullish candle, then that gives you more confidence. This candle is telling that sellers are taking control from the buyers. Buyers try to take it up, sellers brought it down. You see some red candles, then you got full confidence in you can take the shots. Indecision candles, you don't know whether trend will continue or trend. So here trend will continue, here trend will reverse. But this one, it can go up or it can go down. So you have to wait for a continuation strength candle, either upside or downside, to take the trades. So if you use if you use the so for example, right, let us say we have futures level manager, or right, let us even take example of Bitcoin or Ethereum. So you got a sell signal here, right, swing sell. But by looking at this, you don't really know whether it will drop or not. You may not get confidence, but the next candle is a nice bearish candle. Then you can take a short here, right? Because here this is more like a control shift candle, right? You don't see you got a sell signal, but you don't see a strength candle. You are not sure whether it will go down or go up. So you wait for a sell candle, then you can take a short. Or let's go to 5 minutes. So right here you have these zones, right? This is a strong buy zone. If it comes to a strong buy zone and you see a nice bullish candle, right? A strength candle or a control shift candle, that's a good opportunity, right? You have to wait for price action. You have to see what is happening. So the 80 to 90% of the time when it comes here, there can be a change in the trend. But you have to see whether it is changing the trend or not. Is it is it right? Is it coming here and then, or do we see a bullish strength candle, or do we see a control shift candle? Or right, you have a sell block here. Price went up there, then you got a strength candle. Then you can confidently take a shot, right? If price comes here and you see a nice bullish candle, you can confidently enter a long position. So that's what you have, right? Every day we have those key levels. So, for example, so here you have magnetic area, right? So if price is going at the bottom, so for example, here you have a support one, right? If it comes to this level and you see a nice bullish candle, or you have a buy zone here, you have a support one or short entry. That means if price comes here and you continue to see another red candle, right, a strength candle, then you are confident that it may go further down. But if it comes here and you see a reversal candle, you see a bullish candle, or you see a hammer candle, or you see a doji candle, then there is a possibility trend can reverse here. So that's what you have, all these key levels, right? So on so Friday morning, so right, this is your magnetic level, right? That is like your base level. If price is below this, that means it is generally bearish. If price is above this, it is bullish. So on Friday morning when it opened, it was already at a day minimum, close to day minimum. That means it is around 80% discount level. So for example, it is at support one. That means price is at 10% discount. Price is at 20% discount. Price is at 30% discount. Price is at 40% discount, 50% discount, 60% discount, 70% discount, 80% discount. So generally, if something is available at 80% discount, right, price touched that, immediately you got a strength candle. Then we got the bull puts. Price went all the way up nearly to that support to the from 80% discount. Price went up to 20% discount. Then you got a sell signal. Again, there was a big sell zone here. You got a strength candle. You got a sell signal. You got a bear zone. This is like already it moved so much up. Then again, you got a sell signal. You got a strength signal. So then you can go and do the bear calls. Then it dropped all the way. Again, it came to the buy zone. You got a strength signal. Again, we went and did the bull puts. Then again, we made profits. So like that, whenever you are at a key level, right? You are at a big buy zone or big sell zone. You get a strength signal. You can confidently enter a bear calls, or you can buy the puts. You are at a buy zone. You got a strength signal. We can confidently enter the calls. So like that, whenever you have these key levels, right? Whether it is with futures level or stocks level or price pulse, you are at a premium zone. You got a strength signal, right? A strength bearish candle. Then you are confident that it can drop. Let us say you are at a discount zone or you are at a huge buy order block. You got a strength signal. Then there is a high possibility it will go up. So you have to watch for what how the price is reacting at the key levels. If price is dropping big from a premium zone, from a big sell order block, that means that's a good opportunity to short. If price is going up from the discount zone, from a trend line support, from a big buy order block, then that's a good opportunity to buy calls, to do bull puts. So that's it. All we need to do is understand whenever price is coming to a major key level, major resistance, major premium zone, major sell order block, am I seeing a major bearish candle, a strength candle or not? Am I seeing some reversal candle or not? If I see reversal candle or strength candles, that means, okay, from bullish, it will turn to bearish. Or from bearish, it will turn to bullish. But if I see some indecision candles, I have to wait. But if I see some strength candles, that means, yeah, right, there is a strong resistance. It went already so much up, so it will drop. So you combine the indicators with the concepts which I explained, your success will be much more higher. You are not just taking every buy and every sell. Whenever you get a buy signal, you are checking, okay, is it a bullish candle or is there a reversal? Then you can confidently hold the trade. Or when you get a sell signal, you are checking, okay, is it a strength candle? Is it a strong bearish candle? Then you can take the trend, take the trade and hold it for longer time. So you use the concepts along with the indicators, then your success will be much more higher. Instead of taking every buy and every sell, if you see a buy but you don't see strength in the candle, you avoid it. With a strong bullish, buy. With a strong bearish, sell. Or you see a control shift candle and then you see a strength candle, that's a good opportunity for a reversal. If you see indecision candle and you see a buy or sell, don't take any trades. Wait for a confirmation. Wait for either trend should go on the other side, then only you wait for a nice bullish or bearish opportunity. Then you will make better profits. So again, as I explained earlier, right, you can use the same concepts whether it is swing trading, day trading, scalping, whatever it is. The concepts are the concepts are same, right? Whichever where do you think crude oil can reverse? So by looking at the sell zones, you can anticipate before itself where there is a possibility for a reversal, where crude oil can go today, tomorrow, and then maybe in 1 or 2 days, crude oil will touch this point, and then we may see a reversal. The war will stop because the war is happening in Iran, Israel, where you have all the crude oil wells, right, where the actual production happened. That's why crude oil went so much up. Maybe in 1 2 days it will touch this premium zone. Then you will see a reversal candle here. You will see a strong bearish candle here. So when you see big buy orders here, you see a discount zone, you see strength candle, you go long. When you see a big sell order block, you see a premium zone, then we can anticipate that, okay, there can be a reversal here. So be ready. If you get a sell signal, be ready to take a shot. There can be a huge, just with one trade, you will make two, 3,000, $4,000 with one sell opportunity here with crude oil. So even before, right, you are not reacting, you are proactively planning that, okay, I see there is a huge premium zone. Already it moved from nearly all this way. So there is a high possibility price will touch this and then I may see a reversal control shift candle or a doji, right? For 1 2 days, we may see a doji candle and then there will be a big drop again back to $70 from 80. Every point is $1,000. So with one contract, you can make $5 6,000 with a crude oil short. The same way, if you go to silver. So as of now, we don't see any major sell block there, but you see that strength is going down, right? It was bullish, bullish, bullish all these days. Then you got some strength candles. Now you see some indecision candles, some wick at the top, wick at the bottom. So there is indecision here. So either trend can drop or trend can continue. You have to wait for a nice bullish or bearish candle to take the trade. If you get a nice bearish candle, it can drop further. If you get a nice bullish candle, the trend can continue further for silver. Right? Same thing with gold. So it went up, up. Still, you have a nice bullish candle. So as of now, there are no major sellers. The candle is still very bullish. That means gold can go further up, right? Because if this war tension continues for few more days, their gold, silver, crude oil can go further for another 2, 3 days. And then maybe after 3, 4 days, war will stop. Then gold will drop, silver will drop, crude oil will drop. You can make nice profits with, right? When silver is, if crude oil goes all the way to this point, this is where you have a lot of big companies are ready to sell off. So there is a high possibility after 3, 4 days we'll see a major news that the war they are stopping the war. That is where if you take a short opportunity, right, you can buy USO puts here. So if you go and see USO, that here you see 4.62 million sell block around 85, 86. So if price goes here, if you buy the puts, with one trade you will make huge profits. Right? There is a high potential here. You have a nice, right? It came to the discount zone. You have a huge buy order block. You got a price pulse buy. You got a strength candles. Went up, up, up. Did a big pullback. So here you have a huge sell block. So there is a high. If it goes here to 85, 86, you buy the puts. Will make 100, 200, 300% profits. So now, right, this is an indecision candle. You have a huge wick at the top, huge wick at the right, wick at the bottom. So you don't know whether the trend will. So, but by looking at the sell blocks here, there is a high possibility the trend may continue further, and then it will drop. So by understanding the con, for example, if it goes here, but still you see strength candles, then that means buyers are in full control. They may break this resistance, take it further up. So that's where you have to wait. Once it goes here, you see a reversal, then you can buy the puts, right? Don't anticipate that it will definitely go here and start dropping because always your support can be broken, your resistance can be broken, right? It can break, resistance can break. So if it goes here, if the war still continues, it can go further up. So that's where you need to wait. If it goes here and you see a reversal candle, or you see a strength bearish candle, bearish engulfing or bearish strong bearish candle, you see a sell signal. That's where you can. So here you see a strong sell zone. If price goes there and then starts dropping, that's it. Because now you are here, you are at a bottom of the channel. You got a buy signal. You got a sell signal, but it is not a strength candle. You will avoid that. Then you got a buy signal. It went all the way up. It may go touch this, and then there might be a sell signal. So that's a perfect offer. If you get a sell signal there, that's a huge opportunity. It may come all the way back to 66 or somewhere. Minimum it will touch the. This will become a support. So this is the trend line support. This is the trend line resistance. It broke the trend line resistance. Then you have a sell zone here. Price goes there. Then it starts dropping. Then it will come all the way to this. Whatever was the resistance earlier, that will become support now. So that's it. So once you understand the concepts, right, how to read the candlesticks, how to understand the psychology of candlesticks, and then you use. If you just don't understand that and you see a sell signal, you take it and you will hold, thinking that oh it will drop, it will drop. Suddenly it will start going up. But now you understand that okay, now I see that trend. As of now, there is no confirmation whether it will go up or not. It is an indecision candle. This is a strength candle. This is a strength candle. This is a strength candle. This is an indecision candle. This is a strength candle. Strength candle. It went all the way up. So whenever it touches this, if it starts dropping, that's a huge opportunity for you to make nice gains. So like that, right? Whatever. So even so gold, there is a possibility at around 3480, around 3500, there is a sell zone. So if it touches this and starts dropping, that's an opportunity to short. Right? I'm talking about swing trading. If you want to take swing trades, if you want to do day trades, you use 5 minutes. You got a buy signal, strong candle, you go long. Here you have the sell zone, right? Or if you go price pulse, you see there is a premium zone. This was a strong resistance last time. So it may go all the way here, then it may drop. So even before you can anticipate where price can drop, then you can mark that level. Whenever price comes there and you see a reversal, that's a perfect opportunity for you to short and make nice profits. Crude oil, this is your opportunity. $80. Natural gas, it is dropping. You have an indecision candle because after three, four red candles, there might be an indecision. Again, if you see another red candle, natural gas may come all the way down. But if you see a bullish candle, it may go up again. So you got a strong bullish candle. Small pullback, went up, up, up. Again, small pullback, went up. Again, small pullback, it may go further up. So whenever you get a nice sell signal, strong bearish candle, drop the big. Buy candle, buy signal, strong bullish candle, it went all the way up. So that's whatever is this signal, right? You got a buy candle. This is indecision candle, but you got a nice bullish candle. It went all the way up. You got a sell, strong bearish candle. Now again you got a buy, strong bullish candle. Tesla may go all the way to 350, 360 again. 365 is possible. So by looking at the candles, you can understand whether the trend will continue or trend will drop, what can happen, right? Whether it is 1 minute, 5 minutes, 1 hour, daily, whatever it is, based on if you want a swing trades for longer duration, you hold, you buy at the bottom, you sell. If you get a sell signal at the top, that's the best one. Crude oil, you got a buy, strong buy candle at the bottom, that's a perfect opportunity, right? From nearly $59, it went to 75, right? Nearly $15,000 with one contract, like that. So it's all about if you can interpret what the candle is telling you. If the candle is telling you price will go up or price will go down, so it's all about understanding the psychology, understanding what is happening, right? Whether buyers are in control, sellers are in control, or is it an indecision candle? If you just remember this, you will be much more successful in taking the right buy signals, right sell signals. But sometimes with FOMO or with emotions, we make mistakes, but those mistakes will keep reducing as you do more and more practice, as you try to understand, right? Again, to summarize, strength candles, best opportunities. If you see a buy signal with a nice bullish candle, or if you see a sell signal with a nice bearish candle, perfect opportunity. Control shift candles, if the wick is very big, you should look for a sell opportunity. If the wick is big at the top, if the wick is big at the bottom, you should look for the buy signals. If it is an indecision candle, don't take any trades until you see a proper strength candle in either upside or downside, because price will never go in one way. It will go up, consolidate for some time, then again it can go up or it can come down. So whenever that consolidation happens, it can either trend can continue, trend can reverse. So you should wait for a proper confirmation. But these two are the best opportunities. When you see strength candles or control shift candles, this one trend will continue, this one trend will reverse, this one indecision candles. Don't take any trades. Yeah, please let me know if anyone has any quick questions. Yeah, Venkat.
Yeah, hi Kishore. Yeah, I'm just interested in knowing what time frames use for what trading. I know you mentioned 5 minute candle or 5 minute time frame for day trading, and
Right.
uh,
Generally, in the US time frame, we use 5 minutes. In the Indian time, in the Asian market, right? Generally, it is better Asian or Europe market. You use 2 minutes. Whereas, again, right, that is for day trading. But if you want to do swing trading, where you want to hold the trades for longer duration, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, like that, you can use a daily time frame. Daily, right? If you want to hold for more than a week, use daily time frame. So higher the time frame, it is higher the signal strength, right? If you get a so if you are looking at a daily time frame, the noise will be less. If you get a buy signal at the bottom, that's a perfect opportunity. Or if it touches this, you get a sell signal. That's a perfect opportunity. That's a huge, right? But if you use 1 minute, there will be a lot of buy and sell signals. So so higher the time frame, stronger the signal strength. So here also you'll make money, but the chance of making much more in when your time frames are higher. But because for prop firms you cannot hold the trade for more than a day, that's where we generally use 5 minutes or 5 minutes in US time frame and 2 minutes for Asian or Europe. But you can so for swing trading you can use anywhere from 1 hour, 4 hours, or daily. For your day trading, use 5 minutes for your
okay. When you say Asian market, so is that's for the people who's trading from those countries, but still the market is US, or it's
no, it is because there are some instruments like futures, currencies, right, where you can trade in the Asia market type, right? For example, if you're trading gold or silver or copper, crude oil, natural gas, there are some instruments which you can trade for nearly 23 hours a day, right? Futures, currencies, cryptos. You can trade them at any point because the volume will be little less during that time. We use smaller time frames.
okay. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, yeah. Abhi, please go ahead.
Kishore, so these levels, would they, these buy sells levels at daily, would they appear in price pulse too, or is it just a stocks level manager?
Yeah, every indicator has their own buy sell signals, right? Here also you have price pulse, buy sell signals. So,
So it applies the same concept, right? At the trend line of the price pulse, we can, if we get the price pulse buy, we can take it for a swing on a daily.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. JP, do you have any questions?
Hi, Kishore. Good morning. There are, see, in this chart, you are showing that premium and discount. There is one gray line on the middle. What does it mean, Kishore?
That is like an equilibrium. It is in between discount and premium, right? Discount means it is at a discounted price. Premium means that is where your price is more than the normal price. So this is like your base price. So
Okay, got it.
so
Uh,
there it can uh, so generally if price is bullish, then it will go up, come up to the equilibrium, again go up, again come down, again go up. If something is bearish, it will come down, go to the equilibrium, again come further down, again go to equilibrium, come further down, like that. So
okay, got it, got it.
equilibrium will act as it is similar to like your VWAP area, or it is a fair value price.
Got it, got it. And I have second question about if you can open up that Morgan Stanley chart because yeah, if you can please, and advise your suggestion.
Again, if you see Morgan Stanley, overall it is very bullish for swing trade. So it can go all the way to 140 plus.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Ram, do you have any questions?
Yeah, sure. What is the difference between RC level manager versus RC top? In RC top, it is clearly showing the yellow color candle, right? With a strong buy or strong sell.
Yeah, again, each indicate, right? The top trend, all these are. So in top trend also you get that. So each indicator has their own logic to show you, right, where you want to buy, where you want to sell.
Okay.
So it is similar to top trend.
Okay. And continuation of the other question one person asked, right? In price pass, there is a premium discount. Those are similar to like a buy and sell zones in the RC feature level manager.
It's right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. Thanks, Kishore.
Yeah. So that's it, everyone. So if you understand and if you use these along with the buy and sell signals, then you will be, yeah, you will be much more successful. Strength candles, the best opportunity. Control shift is the second best. Indecision, better you avoid. If you get any buy sell signals with this type of pattern, avoid it, right? Wait for a confirmation. If you get buy sell here, it is still better you can wait for another strength candle. If you get a strength candle, if the candle is so big, wait for a small pullback and then you take the trade. But if the candle is not very huge, right? As I told you, your strength can, so for example, you get a huge candle like this. Suddenly in one candle, it moved 20, 30 points up for ES or NQ. There might be a small pullback, but again, it will continue in the same trend. So you can, you wait for, don't enter with a FOMO at the top of it. Wait for a small pullback and then you take the trade. Control shift. Either you can take a trade if you get a buy or sell, you can take a trade, or you wait for a confirmation, you take. Indecision, better you avoid. If you get a buy or sell with indecision candles, you avoid and then you wait for a proper confirmation before you taking the trades. So you combine this. Yeah.
Issue, what causes in a candle to show as a wick versus body? Body means the orders were filled, and wick means it was not.
Your body means if you have a huge body, that means somebody is having full control.
Gotcha.
If somebody is both buyers and sellers are competing, then you see wick, right? That means there is no proper control. The buyers are taking it up, sellers are bringing it. Here, buyers are in full control. They are taking it up. Sellers are waiting. They are not shorting. So now you know that, yeah, trend will continue further and you can confidently enter the trade. Whereas whenever you see the wicks, big wick, then better you wait for a proper strength candle to take a trade.
Gotcha. So if the body is more than 50% of the wick, then that will be considered bullish, correct?
Right. Yeah. Sure, everyone. So again, right, as I said, there is a lot of money to be made in trading. Only thing is we need to take time to learn, understand, practice. Because 95% of the traders just trade with emotions, with FOMO, without so if we can take time to learn, understand, then yeah, there is, right, as I said, you have huge opportunities every day, right? Whether you want to do swing trading or day trading based on your time and your portfolio size, your risk appetite. With swing trading, definitely you have bigger opportunities. You can hold the trade for more time, right? Always you wait for your buy should be right. We always want to buy low, sell high. So your buy should be close to the bottom, your sell should be close to the top. So if you get a buy at the bottom, that's a perfect opportunity. If you get a sell to the top, so it may go all the way to 140 and then we may get a sell. That's a good opportunity. So always look for such opportunities when you see a buy at the bottom. That's a good one. So it may go all the way till here. Then we may get a sell. That's a good. So yeah, if we follow those fundamental principles, buying at a bottom, then selling at the top. If you get a sell signal here at the top, that's a perfect opportunity. If you get a buy at the bottom, that's a perfect opportunity. It may go touch this. If it breaks this, then gold may go all the way to the top and then it will drop again. So just we need to wait for such type of opportunities to take the trades. And there are thousands of stocks, thousands of opportunities every day. So you don't need to take a trade when you see something somewhere in between or when you see some, right, then you avoid that. If you get a buy at a bottom or sell at the top, you have much higher chances of making money, or your candle should give you the confidence. Whenever you get a buy opportunity, you got a strength candle, you have higher chance of success.
Sure, can you look up the lemonade chart for me? I just want to see what do you think. Like, so now is
Mm,
this a trend reversal?
right. Yeah, that's what, right. That's what we discussed. It went all the way to the top of the channel. Now you got a doji here, right? So tomorrow, if we see a nice strength candle, bearish candle. So here, this is a doji. Here, what do you see here? Right, price buyers try to take it up, sellers brought it all the way down. This is
Correct.
your indication, the second control shift candle.
Right.
So here, all these are strength. All these are strength candles. This was an indication candle, but here you can see that now the sellers are taking control. So there is a high possibility if you buy the bear calls or if you buy the puts, there is a high possibility we may see a nice drop with lemonade.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it went all the
Because I
way.
thought it looked like a good example of something that so it has to break the previous candle, which is the under body support it's handling, right, on a daily to trend to confirm reversal.
Right, for a swing trade, yeah, if it breaks this, yeah, there is, yeah, as of now, right? Again, for example, now based on this indicator, it went all the way to the top of the channel. You got a doji or you got a indecision candle, and then you got a control shift candle. That is a reversal candle.
Right.
So based on top, it is looking good for puts. Now let us go to price pulse. So what do you see here? Price pulse, you see big companies are selling 2.3 million sell order blocks. It
Right.
means big companies are booking profits and they shorting it. So now this price pulse also giving a confirmation. Now if I go to level manager is telling it went to previous day high, but yeah, it broke the T33 level. So it went all the way to the top of the band.
Right.
Right? Now your line became red here. From green, it was bullish. Now this became bearish. And there is
Right.
very high possibility for price to.
Come back.
So tomorrow, if we get another red candle, then you can confidently enter the puts, and yeah, we may see a nice big drop on
Yeah,
lemonade.
but I think that's what I mean. Like, so we have to wait for the just because of this candle, I can't buy the put. I have to wait for a daily candle to confirm the trend, right? For swing put.
That is right, yeah. Because most probably tomorrow we'll see a nice bearish strength candle that will give you 100% confidence. Then there
Got
might be five to $10 drop on lemonade.
Makes sense. Thank you, Kishore.
But these are, yeah, very good example where you can see all these are strength candles. You have yeah, indication candle. You have the control shift candle. Most probably tomorrow we'll see a strength bearish strength candle. Then yeah, that will be a perfect opportunity for a big drop. So whenever
Thank you.
price it went all the way from $24 to $44. So it went all the way to the top of the band. Generally, whenever price goes to the top of the band, if you see these reversal candles, that's a perfect opportunity.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. So if you see any of such examples, Yeah, that's a good option.
So,
So
Kishore, is the
that's
level manager calculate this for any stocks, or is it the same? Like, is it just the based on the combining the power, sorry, price pulse and T3?
yeah, it will only combine, right? A level manager, few stocks level manager will give the levels only for few stocks or options. So this will only tell where there is buying pressure, selling pressure.
I got you. Yeah, because I didn't think that a stock level manager gave for every single stock. Okay, just want to make sure.
Right. Right. But yeah, there is a very good example. So tomorrow, most probably, you will see a nice bearish candle, and then we can buy the puts.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it.
Right. Yeah. Already -3. So yeah, definitely this is a very perfect one for bear calls. Tomorrow you can get the bear call spread, but once we get a bearish candle, then we can buy the puts.
Yep. Hope we can make some money on it.
Right. Yeah.
Actually, I'm swinging this position because I to me it looks like in a long term it will might go to like 52 or something. But I wanted to book profit, but I wasn't sure that because to me it looked like a trend is starting to reverse. But I looked at the chart again while talking to you, and that's how I wanted to bring it and confirm it.
That's a good. So you are applying that knowledge already, which is good, right? That's where learning is not enough, but yeah, once you apply, that is where you are the real, right? Whatever you are spending time,
Oh
that will
yeah,
be, yeah. So now Oracle, still we see a lot of the right strength candle, even though there is a bearish power here,
yes, it's just pulling up.
it is pulling up. So that's where you go to price pulse. You don't see any major sell orders here. So the chances for reversal, you don't see any resistance. So the still Oracle is looking very strong. You got a buy at the bottom. You got a small sell here, but that's a right indecision candle. So that's not a good trade to take. Immediately you got a buy signal, went all the way up. So yeah, as of now, Oracle is still very strong. No chance of reversal. So yeah, all you need to do is right on a weekend like this, you go and just whichever your favorite tickers are, you go and check. Right, okay, is CCJ went all the way to the top, but as of now, still no chance of reversal for UEXY is still an indication. It is not a strength candle. So you can know it. Python, Python went all the way to the top. You got a sell. So there is a chance of reversal on Python. Tomorrow, if we see another sell signal or another red candle, it can come all the way to $6. DJT, we got a strong sell candle. So DJT can go further down. And million sell block. So whenever you see a big sell block, you see a nice strength candle. That's a perfect opportunity for you to short. It may come all the way to $16. Yeah, that's it, everyone. So, Mukesh, do you have any questions?
Yeah, Kishore, sorry, I'm new to this, session and all that. So just wanted to start. Do you have any like course for beginner, intermediate, and expert level, or and which tool do you use? This one is like Thinkorswim or something else?
No, this is a tool called as Trading View.
Trading View.
Yeah, so this is like number one chatting platform.
Mhm.
So that is
Okay.
where we develop some softwares which will help you to determine when to buy, when to sell, But yeah, it is not just based on buy and sell. We'll also look, right? Once you go, you got a sell here, but here the candle is an indecision candle. So you wait for a proper sell signal, and then if you take a short, your risk is much minimal.
Okay. And if I need to know about the premium channel and all that, do you have any website or like, any information that I can get from somewhere?
So we do have live sessions for our members every day. We have trainings every weekend. So yeah, you can learn as part of all the sessions. And we have all the recordings on YouTube channel on how to
Okay.
use the indicators. You can go to YouTube, Right Choice Advisors, and then if you do, then you
Okay. Right choice advisor, correct?
right.
Okay, great. And this trading view you mentioned you built on top of something. So is it's a premium version or a paid or
Right, these indicators are paid indicators. So these are our custom indicators which we build.
Okay.
So yeah, once you subscribe to TradingView, then if you subscribe to our indicators, you will get the access to all the
Oh, okay,
indicators.
great. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, that's enough.
So, yeah.
Hey, Kishore,
Okay, everyone.
yeah.
Yeah,
Can you please share this PPT on the premium channel?
yeah, I'll share. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
sure. Yeah, okay, everyone. Hope the session was useful. And yeah, if you apply your learnings and take the trades, then yeah, you'll be much more successful. Yeah, have a good day, everyone. Talk to you tomorrow.